What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Monday. Welcome in to another episode of the Daily Juice podcast presented by DraftKings. My name is Matt Peralt. I am your host every single morning here on the BettingPros YouTube channel and wherever you guys get your audio podcasts for the Daily Juice. You guys can follow me across all my socials at Sports Talk Matt. After a pretty good Sunday, we're not totally done with the day because of Sunday Night Football, but it's 8:30 on the East Coast. That would be 5:30 Pacific time. That would be a really early drop time for the Juice, but because I'm in New Hampshire and because I was on a red eye last night, I can barely keep my eyes open, so we need to tape this and get this out so I can get some rest and then get back on track tomorrow. We've got two Monday Night Football games going on here tonight, so we have a chance to have a nice big card here on a Monday for a rarity on that. We've got to recap the plays, and I'll give you the bets for today, and I'll tell you a bit more about what's going on for the plays on the BettingPros app that we talked about yesterday and today. But to recap yesterday, the Ravens come through with us. That was big. They hang on and beat the Cowboys 28-25. The Packers destroyed the Titans like I thought that they would. Matt LaFleur is now the most profitable coach in weeks 1, 2, and 3 over the last 20 seasons in the NFL. Mark that down for next year. Matt LaFleur, week 1, 2, and 3, blindly bet on him. Dog or favorite. The guy against the numbers, an absolute wizard. The Eagles-Viking teaser comes through. We hit that again, and again, the Wong teaser fails to hit. Both the Bears at +8 did not come through, and the Chargers lost Justin Herbert, so they lost there +8.5. So the Wong teaser now is 0-3 on the year. Interesting, bad start to the Wong teaser, but we've got that. The Storm at +9.5. That was the bet on the BettingPros app that you guys can go and find by logging on to bettingpros.com/Matt. More on that here in just 1 second. Props are 0-3 with one prop pending. So if we wound up getting, say we get the Justin Watson prop correct for Sunday Night Football, he goes over his receiving yards. I think it was 17.5, I believe it was. He goes over that, then we're going to wind up having ourselves a pretty good day, up about 1.5 units. It makes it a winning week for us, a winning Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 2-0, 4-2, 3-1, and depending on how the props wind up going, kind of like a 3-2 Sunday for us. So winning weekend, winning week for us here. Good stuff in the month of September. Always like to see that. We're off to a very good start here during the month, looking towards getting ourselves on the right side after what happened. By the way, Red Sox team total, that will hit. We'll get that. So Marlins will be in. Red Sox will be in. Cubs are still to be determined. Oh, the Diamondbacks will come in as well. So we've got 3 wins there. The bet we made, I don't really count it as a future, but it is a future. I mean, it's what it is. It's not the same of like a season win total, though. When I said a team would win more than 101 games, not going to happen. We're not going to get a team to win over 101 games, so that will miss. So depending on what the Rockies do, and depending on what the Cubs do, and then we could wind up being 3-3, which kind of stinks, kind of puts us not where I wanted us to be, where we could make a dent in that awful baseball record for this season. But hopefully the Cubs come through. Maybe the Rockies just will stop playing baseball. Let me see what the Rockies did today, because we're on under 60.5 for that. Let's see, from a standings perspective, the Rockies have 60 wins, so we're pretty much dead there. That's too bad. So they have to lose out, which they beat the Dodgers 6-3. I don't know how they did that, but they have the Cardinals coming up. They have a week of games left to go. They need to lose out, and let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. They got to lose all 6. It's too early to bet against him. Be like, Matt, bet against him. It's too early to bet against him, but I may try to pick a spot here in which I would bet on them to win. But you can lose a lot more money by doing that. So we're just going to kind of take the L and move on from the Rocky situation. But so we'll see where baseball goes. But hopefully we'll have a good outcome here for Major League Baseball. I'll be curious to see, but not bad. So we've got a bunch of games going here tonight for us. I got picks and plays for you guys coming up. But real quick before I tell you about DraftKings, bettingpros.com/Matt. That is the URL to put onto a browser, either on your phone or on your computer. That's where you're going to go find the picks when I post them. Okay, that's where the Storm was at plus 9.5. Tell you right now, there is a player prop that's up on the site right now, on the app right now for tonight, an extra player prop. So if you want an extra one, I've got it for you coming up here on the BettingPros app and on the, but the easiest way to get there is bettingpros.com/Matt. bettingpros.com/Matt. That's the most simplistic way to get here. So we will have an opportunity to go there. You'll get a summary of the pick. You can then click the blue follow button, which would then take you to Betting Pros. After you followed me on the Betting Pros app, you can download the application on iOS or Android, and you'll receive an alert when I have a new upcoming pick whenever I post it, so you won't miss any of the picks. So best way to do it is to just go bettingpros.com/Matt. Go ahead and click the blue follow button, then download the Betting Pros app on iOS and Android and set the alerts up, and you'll be told whenever I do post a play for us here tonight. And there is one here on the app for tonight for a prop bet if you would like it. But first and foremost, Daily Juice is being brought to you by DraftKings. Go and download the new DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use the code JUICE. That's JUICE for when you sign up. New customers, new Pick 6 customers. You play $5, you get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Guaranteed, plus 1 month of NFL Plus with Red Zone and NFL Network only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78-97-777 or visit ccpg.org. In Connecticut, must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions may vary by jurisdiction. Pick 6 not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. See terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos. One per new customer. Reward issued as $50 in non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 6 months. NFL Plus premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus premium terms at nfl.com/terms for the DraftKings Pick 6. Also, speaking of that, I learned this week that you have to use the Pick 6, but you don't have to pick 6 different spots. So it's a little confusing calling it a Pick 6, but that's why. So I learned that you don't have to actually pick all 6, but you must pick all the props in the same time window. So I was giving you 6 plays across the entire weekend, across all of Sunday. That's not how that works. So on Thursday, before I leave here, I will log in. I'll use the $5 offer. I'll go ahead and have the $50 in credit, and I will use that on the DraftKings Pick 6 while I'm here in New Hampshire, and I will give you guys a Pick 6 play for next weekend for Sunday using the same rules, but it may not be 6 different props. I can pick 3, not on the Pick 6. So I'm going to give you 3 on a Pick 6. Confusing, I know, but I'll explain it more as the week goes on. But I actually will do this because I can't play this in Nevada, but I can play it in New Hampshire. So I'm here in New Hampshire for a couple of days, so I'll go ahead and do that. All right, let's get to the plays here for today. And we've got 2 NFL football games. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I can't wait to see both these games just because we don't get – this is what the NFL should always do. Forget Thursday Night Football. Get rid of that. Give me 2 games every Monday for the NFL. I think it's a great idea to have it. I think it's a really smart move to have it on this because it gives us a chance to watch 2 games on 2 coasts. On the West Coast, I absolutely would love it. But let's start with Jacksonville and Buffalo. The Bills opened up at 3.5-point favorites, then are up to 5.5-point favorites. 45.5 is the total here for this one. Look, I really think that Jacksonville is live here to give the Bills some trouble. I think Jacksonville, much like we saw yesterday with teams like the Ravens, when teams have their backs against the wall in week number 3 and their entire season essentially is riding on this outcome, I think we have an opportunity to back a team that's desperate, but I'm going to get involved with a little bit of a same game teaser here. I'm going to take the Jaguars up to 11, and I'll go under 51.5, okay? I think the Bills win the game. I don't know if they cover the 5.5 points, but I do think the Jags keep it within 10 points. And I do think the under, just primetime unders have been very profitable here. We're going to jump in a little, tease it up, take the under 51.5 for the Jags and the Bills, plus 11. You can hopefully get 11.5 because I got it at 5 and I teased up to 11, but hopefully you guys will get 11.5 here for this. But under 51.5, when I played it, it was at 11. It's 5.5 now. You should be able to go ahead and jump on it. But Jags plus 11. Under 51.5 for 1.2 units. Bet number 2, we go to the Washington and Cincinnati game. There are so many people on the Bengals. It's the number one pick in Circa Survivor. There are 1,600 entries left of the 14,200 that were alive. The Raiders losing yesterday was crazy. The Bucs losing yesterday was crazy. I mean, if the Bengals lose, they're the number one pick this week. The Bengals to beat the Washington Commanders. It's the biggest spread at 7.5 on the board. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I'm going to stay away from it. I'm not going to play either side of it. Instead, I'm going to take a look at the total, which was 47.5 at open. It's now 47. T. Higgins coming back, I think, is big. I think that both offenses are going to have success here against either defense. I think Washington, even though it is Jaden Daniels, I think Washington will have a chance to throw the football and move the ball on the ground like we saw the Patriots do against this Bengals defense. I think this is going to be a tighter game than what the numbers are saying, but I'm just going to come in here and bet the over. I think this is two offenses that can move the football and score. The total I got was 46. It's currently now 47. So I got 46. Let's go over 46 for the Bengals and Washington tonight at 1.1 units. If it's 46.5, I don't mind it. 47, I don't mind it. It's coming down by most books that I'm looking at here. You know, people are playing the under here. I'm going to turn around. I'm playing the over 46 for Bengals and Washington. Again, 46.5, 47 I'm okay with. Just don't go over 47 for this. Bengals over 46, okay? And that takes us to the player prop situation. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory and pretty straightforward here in terms of what I'm playing. Jaden Daniels under 46.5 yards rushing. I don't think the Bills are going to. I don't think the Bengals are going to allow the legs of Jaden Daniels to beat them. I think they're going to say, go ahead and beat us with the pass. You got to prove to us you can throw the football, and they're going to load up and try to stop him. Brian Robinson for Washington on the other side, running the football, getting a big bulk of the carries here for the Commanders, over 53.5 yards rushing. And I think this is going to be a game where I think we'll score, but I don't think we'll see really a lot of passing touchdowns here for Joe Burrow. I can't bet this until I see Joe Burrow do it, where he throws for 2 touchdowns in a game. Joe Burrow under 1.5 touchdown tosses is plus 125. How big will T. Higgins be? How big will Jamar Chase be? I'm not sure Joe Burrow is really healthy. So I'm much more interested in looking at the rushing props or rushing totals for the Bengals than I am looking at the passing ones. And I'm going to go under for Joe Burrow, under 1.5 touchdowns. Take a shot here at plus 125. If you notice, the props are being bet for a half a unit or 0.55 units here, because it's a game here on Monday. Normally props are a quarter unit because we have so much going on Sundays. I don't really normally bet player props all that heavy, but go a little heavier here on these props for 0.55, 0.55, and 0.5. And as I said, if you want the extra player prop, go to bettingpros.com/Matt, bettingpros.com/Matt in your browser, and that's where you will find the extra player prop here for today on a Monday. Remember, there's no live stream for today. There will not be a live stream on Thursday either, FYI, okay? I'm traveling on Thursday back to Vegas, so I will not have a live stream for you on Thursday. The next live stream will come at you next Sunday back in Vegas for week 4 of the NFL. There will be a Discord chat. Awesome attendance for the Discord chat, by the way, on Saturday. That was really fun. 200 people were in there on our Discord channel having conversations and talking college football. We'll do that again coming up next Saturday. Hope to see you all there if you have not gotten in before. bettingpros.com/chat is the way to get in. All right, so to recap the plays for today, Bengals and the Commanders over 46, 1.1 units. Jags plus 11, under 51.5. Same game teaser for the Jaguars and the Bills. Jaden Daniels under 46.5 yards rushing. Brian Robinson under over 53.5 rushing. Joe Burrow under 1.5 touchdowns. And then the extra prop can be found by going to bettingpros.com/Matt in your browser, and you can find it on the Betting Pros app. My name is Matt Peralt. Follow me across all socials at Sports Talk Matt. It's the Daily Juice Podcast presented by DraftKings.